Villa de Leyva's information, the town which inspired us. Established on June 12, 1572, it was given the name of Villa de Nuestra Señora de Leyva, Captain Hernán Suárez de Villalobos, by order of the president of the time, Andrés Díaz Venero de Leyva. It was declared a national monument in 1954. It was initially located near the native astronomic observatory denominated Valle de Saquencipá, and 12 years later it moved to where it is today. Villa de Leyva's architecture is colonial style, tendency present in its ancient construction, which we can appreciate today in buildings such as Casa del Primer Congreso, House of Don Antonio Nariño, Real House of the Licores, Cluster of San Agustín, and many others that show the beauty of their balconies, archways, and gates. Villa de Leyva is an inspiration for poets and writers who find peace along its cobbled streets in the contemplation of the majesty of the main square, one of a kind in Latin America. Villa de Leyva among Pueblito Boyacense. Here you can see 16 houses that represent the architecture of this beautiful town that frames an amazing colonial epoch. Cobbled streets, its houses with white walls and green wood, cabinet balconies and mármol in some corners, and the ammonites that resemble the prehistory when 20 million years ago Boyacá was sea. In this region we find important personalities. It is located the house of Ricardo Bautista Pamplona, who was one of the most important composers of Colombian music in Boyacá and in the country, representing Boyacá in the contest Mono Núñez held in Ginebra, department of Valle del Cauca. In Villa de Leyva's square, built with river stones and with its central fountain, we can sit and enjoy while we do a reading of the mission, vision of Pueblito, and fragments of history of this beautiful set. Here also lives Víctor Becerra, who participated in the World Championship of Cycling held in Duitama in the 90s, getting the bronze medal in the juvenile category. He's a great professional cyclist who has been part of well-known teams nationwide and international as well, and who we see day after day training the young promises of cycling in Boyacá and in Colombia. Educated by the environment and culture of Pueblito Boyacense, Santiago Granados Ojea has been a character that, since he was a child, has stood out of his great activity and interest of artistic and cultural matters, and which familiar resident lies in this very court. He developed in his childhood and younghood musical skills that let him play the saxophone, the guitar, and cultivate a great love for music. He created, along with his friends, the musical band Algo Puro, which had a recognition locally and regionally. Currently, Santiago is a sound engineer. Su merced, we find accommodation, hotel, typical food restaurants, coffees, ice cream stores, clothing stores with craft design, among other business for your delight and your companion in this Villa de Leyva's town.